Good morning, students. Today we are going to start chapter 2, polynomials. First we'll take its introduction. So what is polynomial? Polynomial is a word which consists of two words. First one poly, second one nomial. The meaning of poly is many and that of nomial is a term. So the definition of polynomial seems to an expression which contains many terms, but it is not the exact definition. So what is the exact definition? An expression which contains many terms in which all the powers of variable are whole number or non-negative integers. For example, x plus 2. So in this expression, one variable present, it is x, and its power is 1. 1 is a whole number or non-negative integer. So it will be a polynomial. Second example, 3x square minus 7x plus 9. All the powers of variable x are whole number or non-negative integer. Power 2 and 1. So all the powers are whole number, so it is a polynomial. Now take the third example, 5x cube plus x square plus 3. In this, first term contains power 3, second term contains power 2 and third one contains no power. So all the powers are whole number. So it will be a polynomial. So these are the examples of the polynomial. So what is polynomial? An expression which contains many terms in which all the powers of variable are whole number or non-negative integer. The power of variable should not be minus 1, minus 2, negative power. If it contains negative power, it will not be a polynomial. Generally, a polynomial is denoted by p of x, where x is the variable. If we are using the variable y, we will write p of y. And its standard form or general form is given by p of x equal to a naught x to the power n plus a1 x to the power n minus 1 plus a2 x to the power n minus 2 plus dot 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 plus an minus 1 x plus an. Now the specific condition for the polynomial, that is the highest power of variable, the coefficient must be non-zero. If it is 0, it will not be a polynomial. Look here, a0 x to the power n. X to the power n is the highest power of variable x. So its coefficient, that is a0, it should not be 0. So it is a general form of the polynomial. Now second topic we are going to take, it is the degree of the polynomial. The maximum power of variable present in the polynomial is called the degree of the polynomial. The maximum power. If 2 or 3 powers of variable are present in the polynomial, we will take the highest power, maximum power, and that power, it is called the degree of polynomial, and according to the degree of polynomial, we will name the polynomial. For example, if we write only one constant or one number, and as you know, we can write x to the power 0 as 1. So with any constant we can write x to the power 0. So 0 is the degree of polynomial. So we are writing here degree 0 and its name will be the constant. Only constant will be written there. Now second one, ax plus b. Here we can see that, we can observe that the power of x, it is 1. Maximum power, it is 1. So we have written here degree 1 and it will be a linear polynomial. Third one, ax square plus bx plus c. The highest power of variable, it is 2. So its degree will be 2 and it is called quadratic polynomial. Next, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. The highest power of variable in this expression, it is 3. So its degree will be 3 and it is called the cubic polynomial. Similarly, ax to the power 4, bx to the power 3, cx square plus dx plus e. In this expression, the highest power of the variable, it is 4. So its degree will be 4 and it is called biquadratic or quartic polynomial. And in similar manner we can name the polynomial according to the degree. Got it? Now next one, that is zero of the polynomial. What is zero of the polynomial? It is very important term and the basic concept of the chapter. So we must concentrate on this topic. The value of the variable x at which polynomial p of x becomes 0 is called as zero of polynomial. Suppose we have one polynomial and we assign the value of x to that polynomial. If it becomes 0 at any value, then that value will be the zero of the polynomial. Look the first example. I have written here p of x equal to x plus 2. If we put x equal to 1, what will we get? 1 plus 2, 3. It doesn't become 0. So x equal to 1 will not be a zero of the polynomial. If we put x equal to 0 here, so 0 plus 2, again we are not getting the 0 value. So x equal to 0 will not be a zero of the polynomial. But when we are putting x equal to minus 2 there, then we will get minus 2 plus 2, that is 0. So p of x will become 0. In this case, x equal to minus 2 will be the zero of the polynomial. Now take the second one example. P of x equal to x square minus 3x plus 2. If we put x equal to 1 here, so 1 square, it will be 1. Minus 3 into 1, minus 3 plus 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 3, that is 0. So x equal to 1 will be 1 0 of the polynomial. Again, if we put x equal to 2 there, so 2 square, that is 4. 3 into 2, that is 6, and plus 2. So 4 plus 2, 6, minus 6, that is 0. So again we are getting p of x equal to 0 at x equal to 2. So this polynomial contains two 0, x equal to 1 and x equal to 2. Now look its degree. In second example, the degree of the polynomial is 2 and it contains two zeros. In first example, the degree of polynomial is 1 and it contains only one 0. So a polynomial contains as many zeros as its degree. So on the basis of degree, we can determine the number of zero of the polynomial. How many zero it will have. Got it? After taking the concept of zero, we will take its geometrical significance. So what is the geometrical significance of the zero of the polynomial? If we draw the curve of the polynomial and if it intersects the x-axis at any point, then there will be 1 0 of the polynomial. If we intersect or cut the x-axis 2 times, then it will have 2 0. 3 times, then it will have 3 0, or more times, then it will have more 0. But if the curve of polynomial does not intersect x-axis at any point, then it will have no 0. Okay, so number of points of intersection of curve of polynomial and x-axis represents the number of 0 of the polynomial. Now look the first example. Here the curve of the p of x, it is a straight line and it does not intersect the x-axis at any point. So it will not have any 0. So p of x will not have any 0 if not intersect the x-axis. Now take the second one. Now look, observe this curve. It intersects the y-axis, not the x-axis here, but here it intersects the x-axis at one point. So it will have 1 0 at that point. Okay. Now look the third one. In this curve, the curve of polynomial intersect the x-axis at 3 points, A, B and C. So there will be 3 zeros of the polynomial. Now in the fourth example, the curve of the polynomial intersect the x-axis at 2 points A and B. So it will have 2 0. There will be 2 0 of the polynomial. Now in fifth example, the curve of the graph, the curve of the polynomial intersect x-axis at 4 distinct points A, B, C and D. So there will be 4 0 of the polynomial in that case. Now in the sixth graph, the curve of the polynomial intersect or touch the x-axis at 3 distinct points. First one it is A, second one it is B and third one it is C. So there will be 3 zeros of the polynomial. So what is the concept of geometrical significance of 0? If the curve intersect the x-axis at one point, then it will have 1 0, 2 times, then it will have 2 0, 3 times, then it will have 3 0 or more times, then it will have more 0. But if it does not intersect the x-axis at any point, then it will have no 0. I hope you will understand the concept of the 0 and its geometrical significance. Thank you.